Hello everybody, Lone Wolf Rick here, and I am standing at the location 401 South 6th Street here in downtown Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm standing outside the location. It used to be Andre's French Restaurant. Andre Rochat. He opened this restaurant in June of 1980, and if you were anybody in Las Vegas for the next 29 years, you ate at this restaurant right here. It was absolutely the place to go when there were no mega resorts basically at that time, not many gourmet rooms. This was the gourmet restaurant here in Las Vegas. The story kind of started in 1979 when Andre wanted to own his own restaurant. He owned a bakery here in town, sold it, bought this house that's located right here on 401 6th Street, and he converted this house into Andre's French restaurant. This restaurant ran from June of 1980 to New Year's Day. It was New Year's Eve 2008 into New Year's morning 2009 is when he closed it up. People have to realize what was happening here in Las Vegas. It's during this last great recession that we had in 2006. It's like when the economy completely collapsed. Well, I'll leave that to your speculation, but it collapsed. And here in Las Vegas, times got really rough. People were out of work, and unemployment hit about 30% here in Las Vegas. This restaurant right here, which is kind of off the beaten path, look over there, you see the downtown Grand. That's how far we are away from the casinos. You see the top of the Fremont Street Experience over there. So people kind of made fun of him when he opened this restaurant here, saying it was too far away from everything, nobody would ever come. 29 years later, it's like he made a thriving business out of this restaurant. Andre was the executive chef. In fact, he was probably the first celebrity chef here in Las Vegas, as he was on the news broadcast, and everybody knew him, and he knew everybody. He called everybody by name. And like I said, if you were anybody here in Las Vegas, whether you were performers, politicians, businessmen, or celebrating special events, birthdays, anniversaries, you came to Andre's. This was the place to go. He closed up, like I said, in 2009, the beginning of 2009, as the economy just took its toll on him, and basically he just couldn't make it go anymore. And like I said, since most of his business here was, a lot of it was local business, and downtown was in a real downturn, then he just decided to hang it up at this location anyway. Now, he had two other locations as strip properties. He had one in the Monte Carlo, and had one at the Palms that ran up until late 2000 and teens. But this one here was the place. This is the one that he ran. This is the one where he was at. And I just thought we would come and take a look and pay maybe a little homage to a little Las Vegas past here. As we see, it's like the place hasn't been open since 2009. And it's my understanding it's actually owned by a construction company now. But you can see they've never really done anything with it or to it. And we'll just kind of walk around here a little bit, show you the property. You see glass broken out there, and you see in the entranceway there, it's like the doorways are all boarded up, the glass is boarded up. See the awnings he had up there on the second floor are all torn to shreds. It's kind of a sad state of disrepair, I guess. It's like considering how important this restaurant was to the history of Las Vegas. As we'll just kind of walk around the outside of it here. See the glass up there on that second floor window is broken out. I had eaten here twice. I moved to Las Vegas in 1988, and I've lived here ever since. And ate here twice. It's like one time was the an anniversary. Me and my wife celebrated an anniversary dinner here, which, like I said, it's like, you know, that's it was a special occasions restaurant. And then another time I just came on a date night. And had a nice dinner here. It was always a good time. It was always, you were treated special. Hey, I learned about the place. It's like when I moved here, the casinos I worked at, the casino executives would all come down here. This was like their spot. And would always sell it as like, you know, you've got to bring your wife here. You have to go there. So it had that kind of reputation of being something important. All right, everybody, thank you very much for joining me. I just thought I would take a look here and relive some memories of Andre's French restaurant. And if you want to come by here, like I said, it's located on 401 South 6th Street. If you hit 6th Street from the casino district down there, hang right, and a few blocks down, it's like you'll see it and see just an important part of Las Vegas history. All right, everybody, I'm Lone Wolf Rick. Thank you very much for joining me. I greatly appreciate it, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.